To go ahead and get started. First, welcome home, Jessi. Very, very excited. We will hear from you in a little bit. We have a short little program for you all as well, but we're very excited to be having our first staff in-person dedication since COVID. So thank you all for joining us.
Wow. That's amazing.
I would like to thank Masco, who has been a huge partner of ours for many years. They've given over $500,000 towards our program. And this home specifically, they helped fund as well. I'd also like to thank, which we will hear from Ryan and the team in a little bit, the South and West Washtenaw Consortium. Yeah, so they're right? I got that, yeah. That he'll tell you a little bit more about our partnership with them, but this house was also built by students as part of that program as well. And with that, I would like to turn it over to Michelle Simmons from our board of directors to tell you a little bit more about Habitat. So I'm just step over. You're doing the stage. Also a Habitat homeowner.
Yes, good evening, everyone. My name is Michelle. And 2019 Habitat homeowner, so I understand where you've been and where you're going. So I thank you for that. So I'd like to welcome everybody here. And you know what? I was reading your bio and it brought so much inspiration. And not just the journey you've been through, but also your mom, her back in the day, how she was wishing that she would have joined Habitat. And I was like, dang, you know, 20 years ago, a couple of my friends did the same thing. And I was like, no, I don't know if I want to move, stay in Michigan. I want to move somewhere else. So I wish I would have done it 20 years ago. But it is a blessing that we are able to be homeowners. So I'm very happy for you. And so for one of our Habitat, bear with me, guys. One of our Habitat most important things, because a lot of people have a misperception about Habitat, especially when it comes to home ownership. They don't feel like you own the home, but they don't know that you put your sweat equity into the home and also your finance into the home for 34 years. So, you know, one of our motto is, it's important to know that we don't give home away. Our motto is hands up, which means work, not hand down, and not a handout. So all of our homeowners has worked very hard to be able to buy their house. Every home buyer could complete at least 200 hours. That's a lot of sweat equity time. They make, and then they have to put down at least $1,000 to support their down payment and everything, but that's better than paying 10%. So, and complete the pre-purchase home, and $1,000 for the completion of the pre-purchase home maintenance, financial plan class, and all of that. That's another great thing that Habitat also offers is educational class of how to pursue a house, because we go into thinking that it's easy, but it's really not, especially when the financial part comes to it. You really have to have a better understanding about purchasing a home. And also it's teach us how to keep a home, how to fix things. So with that, it's just a wonderful thing. I'm just so blessed to be able to be a Habitat owner, not only being an owner, plus also being part of the board now. This is my first year and I'm so grateful. So it is such a great pleasure to see each and every last one of you out. It's such a great pleasure to see you guys since we haven't seen each other in quite some time. So enjoy this lovely home. It's yours.
It's so great to see you again. Thank you for serving with us. And like I mentioned, homes like this would not be possible without our wonderful partners and sponsors. As I said, Masco has provided over $500,000 in donations to our organization, but they've also helped their employees come out and volunteer with us. They actually worked out a couple weeks ago, if not a week ago, right next door. So it's great to kind of see their faces again. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here with us today, but we'll be sharing the video with them, and hopefully some of them are viewing online as well. And now in the last 2 years, we've also partnered with SWWC, which is the student built. And I'll introduce Ryan and let him talk a little bit more about our partnership with them as well.
Very much. This is a lot more festive, a lot more celebratory than the online virtual dedications that we've had. It's more of a festive atmosphere. I'm here with Jeff Rittenhouse. He's our instructor for the program. The executive director of the SWWC. So that our consortium includes 6 districts: Chelsea, Dexter, Manchester, Milan, Lincoln, and Saline. And students that are interested in the building trades enroll in our program and are able to, throughout the past 2 years, partner with Habitat for Humanity. In fact, last year was August 6th, and I met Al out here to look at these 2 homes as prospective builds, renovations for the program. It was the week before the Thunder over Michigan Air Show at Willow Run. And let me tell you, when the thunder rolled, it was loud. And I had a great view of the practice from the front yard as we looked at these homes as potential projects and look at it today. Throughout the school year, 18 students in the morning and 18 students in the afternoon arrived here every day. And we wanted them to receive a well-rounded education. And that includes academic skills, technical skills, soft skills, social skills, and they did that throughout this build. At the same time, there was a strong desire to serve this community and this neighborhood in particular. Throughout the school year, the 36 students attended every day, and they practiced their leadership skills along with their academic and technical skills, and worked with a fabulous team at Habitat, our partners in these 2 builds, and in particular this home. And they adopted the mantra "skilled to serve," which was fantastic. Throughout the school year, our superintendents, our principals, our counselors all visited to see the progress. They came out in the snow and the sleet and the hail and the sunshine to see the progress the students were making. Some of our students have graduated. Now they're going to enter apprenticeships. They're entering employment. They're entering college. But regardless of their experience from this day forward, what they made were lasting memories with their friends here in this build, and they'll never forget that in their entire lifetime. They'll drive by here and show their children what they did at one point in their life. On behalf of the Southwest Washington Consortium, Mr. Rittenhouse, Mr. Gerlinger, and the entire class of students who participated in this home, I want you to know that we're honored to partner with Habitat for Humanity in this renovation. Proud of the workmanship that went into this home. Pleased to have really been part and immersed ourselves in this community and this neighborhood for an entire year, and are thankful to participate with this dedication here tonight. We hope that you enjoy living in this home as much as we did renovating it. Congratulations.
And you'll notice on the back of your program, there are in-kind partners. Again, the homes would not be possible for those that donate to our bills and help us complete these homes as well. And now also would not be possible without our house leaders. Our house leaders are the ones that lead our renovation process, kind of see the homeowners through their whole program as well with us. So I would like to turn it over to Travis Daniels, who is one of our house leaders.
Hey everyone, I love the fact that we're doing this in person. I've only done this online, and it's a breath of fresh air. It's really good to see everybody there. Oh my God, Jessi, look how loved you are. Yes, I love this. The food smells great. I'm really happy we're doing this in person. Jessi was a pleasure to build with. I love every time, I get, in the morning, 9 a.m., everyone gets here, it gets on site. I get to hear that sound, that swirl and shake of his iced coffee. Oh, it always puts me in a good mood. I'm like, okay, we got the iced coffee, we're ready to go. Jessi's a pleasure to build with. I've got, and we learned a lot. I remember we put quarter round in this living room, these back 2 bedrooms all day long one time. At the end of the day, it was going a little slow, and a couple moments, we could have been a little frustrated, but at the end of the day, he did a really good job. And he comes to me, he's like, you know what? I don't think it's the hundreds for me. It was the most polite thing. It was just so polite. And he could have come up to me in the middle of the day, hey, let's try to find a different task. He talked through it all day long with me, even though he just kind of, hey, go do this, go do that. But he's a pleasure to work with. He always brings his really kind and sweet and really authentic self to the job site, which is always really important to me. Because, anytime you're working with volunteers and home buyers, when they're really giving you a good energy, it's a lot easier to work with them. And so I can say this unequivocally that Jessi was a pleasure, and I'm really proud to be able to be a part of this house.
Likewise, thank you.
Oh, thanks, Jessi. I'm a moment. Couple things. I'm really excited. Your dogs. I think I have a couple. You can't see it, but we'll take you into the backyard in a second. Beautiful backyard. It's not fully fenced in, but it's a small little piece you need to finish. But it's good project room to work on, and it's a great backyard for the dogs. Good size. A couple thank yous I would like to give. One to Masco. Don't do the walls, it's not Bear paint, but if you go to Home Depot and you buy Bear paint, you're supporting Masco. All the fixtures, all the plumbing fixtures are Delta. So hey, when we do a tour, all that Delta by Delta, that's all Masco too. So shout out to Masco, thank you so much. They brought volunteers and donated money too. So it wasn't just money, they brought a ton of work, ton of labor, ton of sweat equity. We really appreciate their help. Thank you so much, Masco. By Bear paint, by Delta, all that jazz. Couple other things. One, I can't say enough about South and West Washtenaw Consortium. Dr. Ryan Rowe, who just spoke, Jeff Rittenhouse and Matt Gerlinger. So those are the two instructors. They were a pleasure to work for the last couple of years. They did a great job on this house. So Aaron Ellsworth, another house leader, started this build with the students the first semester, and then I helped the second semester. So Aaron and I both built this house. So I'm taking a lot of his credit. I mean, you think Aaron Ellsworth, he did a really big enough job on this house. And so these kids worked their butt off. They did exterior insulation, interior insulation, energy sealing, which you got a really good energy score, by the way, which means low DTE bills. We can talk about that later. ACH, low ACH score, which is great. They did siding. What else did they do? They did rough framing, trim work. I put in cabinets with a couple of them. I mean, they did everything. So they even helped a couple of them. A couple of them were interested in electrical apprenticeship, so we have them follow our electrician around and help them do some basic electrical stuff and some roughing, which is really great. It's a good exposure, especially if, hey, maybe they didn't realize it wasn't for them. Now that after a day of working with electrician, this isn't for me. Or, man, I love this. This is great. So it's a great program. I wish I was in a trades program as a kid. It would have been good for me. It would have been good for all my energy. That's I think I might have learned the house. But yeah, the kids did a great job, and I'm really proud of them. And Ryan really deserve a big round of applause for everything that they did in his house and all the teaching that went into making this house. It's not just, hey, install that. It's, hey, spend a half an hour to teach you how to install it. Then we're going to spend an hour installing it, and then repeat. So they did a really good job. Then I want to thank our team, the Habitat team. Big shout out to Aaron Ellsworth and Jeff Taggart. They both helped me out immensely on this build. Jeff did most all the finish work, a good amount of drywall touch-ups. I love the kids. They might not have been the most cautious with the walls. So Jeff, you won't notice because Jeff did such a great job. So Jeff Taggart worked his butt off and did a ton of finish work. Thank you, Jeff Taggart. Thank you, Aaron Ellsworth, for doing a lot of the rough fill and fix that whole back up, that back masonry wall in the laundry room. Ton of work that went on that. Thank you, Chuck Yonka, for finishing and decking, installing all the appliances and decking that rear deck. I built the platform, he decked it all. Kids built the stairs. It was a real team effort. Kids, first time they ever did a stair build, which is really fun. Anyway, so it's not all me. It was a huge team, and there were about, I would say 20 kids helping me on this. Really did a good job. So thanks so much, Jessica.
And thank you as well for being here and joining us today. And now without further ado, we get to hear from Jessi herself.
First, most importantly, probably I want to thank the volunteers who really, really put in some work, and I know because I do it myself. I just can't think of more well spent time at times and all that sweat and hopefully not too much blood. We're back. Yeah, definitely the team that has helped me just go through the process of buying a home, because I have heard horror stories, as I'm sure all of you have, and just every step of the way, it's been very smooth. Sarah and Chris, great at explaining the process. Alina and Amy with their jokes, and also great explanations and yeah, to help you focus. And Latanya Fair as well. I want to say that especially because she definitely has a can-do attitude and a very good optimism and thought. So I hope someone can convey that to her.
You already did. You made it to the
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jessi.
Congratulations.
Now you come here and do this for you, right?
That's what Aaron was just saying, I'm the Miss Jessie coming over the cups.
Now, before we move on, we have a bunch of items for you. We have a toolkit, which every homeowner will definitely need. Bible, because it also comes with our package. And home care items that from Habitat. There's a glove dryer, the green glove dryer, because everybody needs to dry their gloves in the winter time. And a personalized tile from Al Mulhorn. She's one of our volunteers. Yeah, it's a cute little tile. And then also a quilt that some of our volunteers quilt and make for our homeowners as well from the Great Whitmore Lake Church.
Yeah.
And before the ribbon cutting, we are going to do a blessing of a home. And I believe Garrett Morrison, Jessi's cousin, is virtual with us. So I'm going to have you all turn to the computer. Let me see if I can make this view better. Oh my gosh. No, okay. Garrett, you can take it away when you're ready. Unmute first, though. We're all here.
He's on here. I'm just trying to get him unmuted here. So Garrett, if you can hit your unmute button for us. All right, well, I'm not sure. I messaged him and chatted him, so maybe we can just go ahead with the ribbon cutting, Leah, and if we want to bring him back in after that.
You people, are you okay if we do somebody here to provide a short blessing, and then we'll go on to the ribbon cutting?
Sure.
Sure. Anybody, raise a hand. Who wants to provide? Okay, Michelle Simmons again.
Transparency all over.
Amen. Thank you. Now it's the ribbon cutting. So if everybody wants to pile on out into the front yard and we will do the ribbon cutting at the front door.
As you can tell, that I'll see.
Staying with us as we get a little situated here. Okay.
Oh, yeah, so there's the roll video.
We're gonna do. Oh.
Turn around a little bit.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Yes. So here we are. Oh, sure. Yeah, hey, here's some kind of food. Oh, here. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Really good.
Hi, I'm just gonna.
Excellent.
I think I don't do a lot of talking. There you go. Okay, you're good. Yeah. Thanks. All right, we're gonna take a couple pictures. Anybody want pictures? I'm on it. Okay, good. Well, we'll send them to you all. And when you're ready, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So thank you all for coming. Please go back inside, enjoy some food. Take a look at the house if you haven't yet. Check out the backyard. And I am going to do a tour with these folks. So, you guys eat some food. Thank you, Nan. Okay, so here's the front of the house. Oh, Travis can't help himself.
Oh, indeed.
If you, I mean, yeah, I was just going to show them. Yeah, so here's the front. Go ahead, go on. You're good. The living room, which you just saw. Very nice done. The new wood floors, well, refinished wood floors. The kitchen, very nice little walk-in kitchen, white cabinets. These floors Jessi picked out, the counters, cabinets, and back here is his washer and dryer. There, very nice. And I'll show you out the backyard because Travis made such a big deal about the big backyard for the doggos. Air conditioner running because it's a very nice hot day. Okay, and I'll show you guys the back bedroom. Just giving the folks the tour that are here in person. And here is the bathroom. Hi. Very nice. Same flowers, same floors in here. Yeah, what's in there? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a hot water heater and our furnace, all that brand new stuff that we always do. Very nice. We've got a lot of space in there if you need that.
Yes.
One of the bedrooms in the closet. So this is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. And then the other bedroom. Same wood floors throughout, very nice. Brand new doors. Yeah. And that concludes our tour. So thank you everybody for joining us online. And we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thanks, Leah. Bye, everybody.
Oh.